call this public session to order. And I'd like to call on our student trustee to lead us on the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, item number 2, hearing of the public. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to address the board? All right, not seeing any. We'll move on to item number 3. We have the swearing in of our new police officer.
I'd like to invite Kenneth Broxma to come forward, as well as our police chief, Don Keene, and I'll administer the oath.
Well, yeah, he could only do 6 months, remember? The other guy could only do 6 months.
So repeat after me. I, Kenneth Broxma, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely,
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And on my honor,
And on my honor,
I will never betray my badge,
I will never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my
my character, or the public trust.
my character, or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others accountable for our actions.
to hold myself and others accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to call Aaron Broxma up, his wife, to give him the official pinning. And as we do that, board, if you would please join me for a picture with our new officer.
No pressure.
Aaron, why don't you stay here and take a picture? Thank you, sir. Officer King.
Yeah. Gene, you're going to have to maybe cover one board member.
Why don't you step down one, Gene? Yeah. No? No?
Okay, that's fine. Sounds like serious. One board member.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. And smile. And one more.
Police
Do once more.
He is smiling.
Smile.
Then I'll smile.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
Take a break in like 15 minutes and we'll go on. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it, sir.
Yes, sir.
don't go away. We're going to have, after this next item, we're going to have a little break so we can have some refreshments outside the boardroom. Next item is item 4, granting of tenure.
Yes, thank you. I'll read the recommended action, and while I'm doing that, Dr. Ellison will make his way to the podium to give more information about each of the individuals that we're recommending for tenure tonight. Logistically, just so I can explain what will happen, I'm going to read the recommended action. Dr. Ellison is going to provide information about each of you regarding tenure tonight, and then the board will take formal action after he has read that. What we would like to do once he reads all of your names, if you would stay along the wall, we'll have you all come up front and take a picture with the board as a group. And then this year we've kind of beefed up our reception out there to help celebrate with each of you. We've got hors d'oeuvres, and we hope that you'll stay around and celebrate with your peers and your family members. So at this time, it's my pleasure to recommend to the board that we grant tenure to the following individuals: Jennifer Gardner, Aaron Hamilton, Martina Marquez, Tom McCall, Kevin Nelson, Denise Rimple, Christine Rigg, Mark Sutterfield, and Cheryl Zelensky. And Dr. Ellison is going to tell a little bit about each of those.
All right, thank you. President Gutierrez, members of the board, President Telly, this is always a very significant event in the life of a higher education educator. Tenure is a significant milestone for each of us that have been able to go through that experience, and it's one that's really unforgettable. You know, it goes back in this country really to the beginnings of the last century, actually into the 1920s and 30s, when institutions back east decided that it was important that faculty who taught at those institutions had some degree of academic freedom. So the origins of this really go back to that point in time. In the academia of that time were very much interested in having that, or being afforded that protection. And then more recently it's come into also its own with regard to the notion of stable employment for those that secure tenure. But enough with the history. Let me get on to the folks above. Could those that are receiving tenure this evening please step forward? And just sort of line up behind me, as well as the area deans, please. Thank you. This is a little large, very large groups. Okay, let me read through short bios for each of the candidates for tenure. These are not in any particular order. I'll begin with Jennifer Gardner. Jennifer, make sure he's up to the board. There, okay. Jennifer has been teaching political science and history in the California Community College system for about 9 years, the last 4 years with Merced College at the Los Banos campus. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Liberal Studies from Eastern Oregon University with an emphasis in political science and history, and then went on to pursue a Master of Arts degree in political science from Virginia Tech. Aaron Hamilton. Okay, Aaron. Aaron is an industrial electrical professor with Merced College. Aaron attended college at California State University East Bay in Hayward, where he received his BS degree in kinesiology. After graduating from college, Aaron spent the next 25 years as an industrial electrician. As an industrial electrician and professor here at Merced College for the last 4 years, Aaron has developed a model training program that quickly caught the interest of employers in Central California, who routinely hire his graduates for their businesses. Tom McCall. Tom McCall is a fire technology emergency services professor. Professor McCall teaches courses in the Merced College Fire Technology Program, and he is also an instructor for the college's Emergency Medical Technician course. Tom holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Management from the University of Phoenix and an Associate's degree for Fire Technology from Merced College. He also holds a Certificate of Completion for Mobile Intensive Care Paramedic from Delta San Joaquin College, and has earned both Chief Officer and Company Officer certifications from the California State Fire Marshal's Office. Kevin Nelson. Kevin is an English professor at the Los Banos campus, a graduate of Humboldt State University and California State University Long Beach. Kevin is now in his 20th year of teaching. Kevin enjoys the opportunity to work with a diverse group of motivated and thoughtful people and appreciates the chance to teach, learn, and live in California's Central Valley. Martina Marquez Ramirez. She's a professor of early childhood education. She received her Bachelor of Science from UC Davis in Human Development and then earned her Master of Arts degree from Cal State Fresno. During her 4 years at Merced College, Martina has shared her infant-toddler passion and is a key in revitalizing the infant-toddler courses and specialization in infant-toddler development. Martina appreciates the opportunity to work with Merced College colleagues to strengthen the child development program both on campus and in the community.
Yeah.
The next professor was unable to be here this evening, but I will read her bio for the group, and this is Denise Rempel. She actually had a long-standing appointment with a nonprofit that she's an officer and part of, and she was unfortunately unable to attend this evening. Let me read her bio to you. Denise Rempel is an English professor at Merced College. She has participated in the writing and now administration of the BoT grant, and you may recall that this is the grant. BoT is an acronym for Basic Skills Student Outcomes Transformation Grant. It's one that was recently awarded to this college and is specific to the English department. She's also involved in various elements of that grant, including the Literacy Learning Center, which we're now in the process of developing. She's also been involved in multiple measures for the English placement of students, or I should say placement of students in English classes. And she's also been involved with the faculty inquiry groups, which are also part of the BoT grant. In addition to her work with the BoT grant, Denise also serves as the Area 2 Curriculum Committee representative. Denise is as committed to learning as she is to teaching and is looking forward to completing a PhD in marine archaeology in the next year or so. That is Denise. Christy Ray. Christy is a professor of math. She began teaching at Merced College in 2007 as an adjunct faculty member and was excited to start teaching full-time in 2013. In her spare time, Christy keeps busy by chasing after her 4 kids, 3, and performing at the Playhouse Merced. Okay, Mark Sutterfield. Mark is a product of the community college system, having completed transfer requirements to CSU Fresno from Fresno City College. After graduating from Fresno State, he worked as an adjunct for many years at several Valley colleges and can confirm that as hard as learning math may seem, learning to teach is much more difficult. But its difficulty made it quite a bit easier knowing that he has a permanent home at a great school like Merced College. And last but not least, Cheryl Zielinski. Cheryl holds a position in the Merced College Sonography program as director and has for 40 years of experience in medical imaging with 28 years as an educational facilitator. Cheryl's medical imaging education began at the University of California, San Francisco in the Medical Center School of Radiologic Technology. Cheryl returned to California and her ultrasound roots and her students, she had left and then she returned, and her students think she is the best thing since warm scanning gel. To the board, these are the faculty now brought forward this agenda item for tenure, and the recommendation from the Office of Instruction is that you approve.
Thank you. Do I have a motion from the board?
I move that we grant tenure.
Got a motion second. So let's vote, and well, any discussion from anybody? Okay. So give Cindy a second here to get logged in.
Can you do mine?
No, so there's a first second, but she's got to get her kick started. Okay. So, student trustee, how do you vote?
Yes.
All right, the rest of us will vote. And the survey says? It's a little slow.
I'm waiting for, just some of us got logged out during the day.
Oh.
We're not on yet. Can you log our vote? If we say it out loud. I vote aye.
I got your time.
Okay, it looks like it's unanimous.
I think they want to take a picture.
Oh, yeah, you have to stay for pictures.
We're gonna do a group picture here first, and then we're gonna come on up for the reception.
Can you get everybody coming down? Is the board coming down? Yes. So you're gonna have to try to squeeze in, bend
Use the
shoulders,
step.
shoulders a little bit more. There you go. It's right behind you.
Okay. I have to stand back a bit more. Can you get everybody? Good teeth.
Okay, look at that grip.
Face starts to twitch.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
That's when I knew I was going to be.
Congratulations. Good job.
I know.